Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and we are going to take a look at some Greenlight today, particularly the Hollywood series. So these are from various different Hollywood releases. And we are going to take a look at 10 cars per usual, and we're just going to open them all up, take a look at them, talk about them a little bit, as usual, as we do on 10 Car Tuesday episodes. So stay tuned and enjoy. We're going to start here with the Bandits 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. This was a Miho exclusive vehicle, Chrome Edition Limited. These are limited to 4,600 pieces. There are chase vehicles in this. This is not the chase version. The chase version, I believe, is just all straight like silver chrome, and is limited to 200 pieces in this release. So these were Mihos. I don't think these were like a super huge hit. And originally they were really expensive, but I think now you can get them a lot cheaper than originally when they came out. I think originally when they came out, they were like, I don't know, I'm not even sure. I think they were like $20 or something like that, something ridiculous. So anyway, they're pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and start with this one. Let's go ahead and open it up. This came out, by the way, last year, I believe, 2018. So let's take a look at it. So 77 Trans Am. I collect this casting, so this was a must get for me, of course. Although this casting's got some problems with it. One of them is that it very rarely ever sits level. This one's got a little bit of a lean to it. It seems to always lean onto one side, and I think I know why that is. I know what causes the lean on Greenlight cars, and it's something to do with the base. Eventually I think I will do a video on it because I'm going to fix one, and my theory is that you actually can fix these without actually drilling the car, but that's for another video, and I'll have to show you that. And no, I did a series 2 on an Auto World car once where I did fix a flashing issue, and no, I don't think that's what it is with these. It's way too consistent for it to be a flashing issue. So anyway, that's nor here nor there because we're going to do that in a future video. So let's take a look at this car to start with. It's a black chrome. It is very shiny. It kind of looks splotchy and stuff in here. That's part of the reason why I don't really care for these that much, at least not the black ones. But it looks okay, and I get it. It's hard to get paint probably to stick to the chrome. Hood probably pops open on this one, but I am not going to go ahead. Or I know the hood pops open, but I'm not going to deal with it. Yeah, there's some flaws in there. Some weird paint issues and stuff like that. So if you were paying like $20 or something like that when these came out, and I think that's what they were going for, something like that, maybe $15, that would probably make you mad to open up the car. Since I got it super cheap, I'm not gonna complain too hard. So this is tooling number 45, number 3798 out of the 4,600 pieces. Pretty cool car for a first car for this 10 Car Tuesday. Let's keep it moving. The next one, this has been a classic for Greenlight. This is the Wagon Queen Family Truckster from National Lampoon's Vacation. I think this is like the second or third release of this vehicle. I think it's the second release, 2016. This was Hollywood Series 13. I think they're on like Hollywood Series like 26 or 27 by now, so they put out a lot of Hollywood cars. No production numbers published for this one as far as I know. Honky lips. I think originally it was supposed to be facing this way in the package, but they ended up having to, I think, turn it around because it said honky lips. Anyway, it's a kind of a cool casting. This one's just the missing hubcaps version and has that on the side. There's also a dirty version of this. There is the clean version of it. There's all sorts of versions of this car. It's tooling number 96. This is 11,062. So there's a lot of these out there. A ton. I'm guessing they probably made 15,000. That's just a guess. I don't know for sure. But there it is, Queen Family Truckster. Kind of only need one version of this, and then you kind of have them all, as far as I'm concerned. The next one is this one. This is from a recent release, Series 25. This is the 1986 Chevy Caprice from Home Alone. Sorry, Macaulay Culkin, you didn't get paid for this packaging. I'm assuming that's why your face is not on there. Pretty cool though. Home Alone was just a great movie when I was a kid. The first one, I was so into this movie when I was a little kid. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I wanted to like make traps and stuff like that. I thought it was so amazing. And this car is cool. So this casting's really neat. This is a newer tooling from Greenlight, which is really the reason why I got it, not because of my love for the film or the nostalgia of the film, but I just thought it was great. So this one does not have any lens detail in the front, does not have any lens detail in the back. It's got plastic bumpers as an add-on, of course a light bar as an add-on, and the hood does not open on this vehicle. So no opening features, but it's a great classic looking police car, and I'll probably have to get another version in a legit police livery, and if they make a stock one of these, I definitely want to get that too, a non-police one. So 7892 is the number on the bottom here. This is the tooling number 169. That's a cool looking cop car, for sure. That's neat. All right, so there's number 3. Number 4 is the 1958 Plymouth Fury evil version from the movie, of course, Christine. Who doesn't like a Christine car? These are great. 17 plus on the packaging. So this one, Hollywood Series 24. Go ahead and open it up. So in Hollywood Series, I believe 23, they came out with the version without the blacked out windows, and then they came out with the evil version, which I think the only difference is that this one's got the blacked out windows. They did a pretty good job on this tooling. I still think the Auto World one looks a bit better than this. It just looks a little less, I don't know, cartoony maybe. It is a cool casting though. It's GL160 is the tooling number. 2740 on this particular car is the production number of the car. There is no opening hood on this casting. It has painted details for both the front and back. It does have a plastic bumper. So it is interesting over the many different Greenlight toolings, and they come up with a ton of tooling. So that's the real awesome thing about Greenlight. They do so many cool things, just so many cool things in a wide variety of stuff. That the interesting thing about it is not all toolings are necessarily created equal as far as in parts and how they built it and all that stuff. For instance, this doesn't have an opening hood. A lot of Greenlight cars have opening hoods. This doesn't have lens detail for the headlights. A bunch of Greenlight cars have those lens details. And this one's got plastic bumpers. Some of them don't have plastic bumpers. You know, it's just kind of interesting that they use, I guess, different construction for different toolings. So, but this one's pretty cool. Going on, this is one of my faves. This is the 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible. This is an older tooling. This is from MacGyver, the newer TV series. This is also from Series 24 for Hollywood. It is the convertible version of this casting. Or wait, is there even a hardtop version of this casting? I don't think there is. I think they're all convertibles. Anyway, this is a nice tooling. It's an older one. I think copyright date, well, we can just go by tooling number probably. Yeah, tooling number is 3. So it's definitely an older one. 4,972 is the production number of this particular piece. Hood opens, obviously. Got some detail in there. Looks pretty good. This one does have the painted details for both the headlights and taillights, and overall, I think it's a pretty good tooling. I like this thing. Got a little bit of silver paint splash right here, which I'm wondering if I could take my fingernail and eventually just scratch that off. But little defect here and there, and you're going to see that with Greenlight. But to be honest, like, at the price point that these come to, not only in stores are they not that expensive, but even if you go through hobby dealers, that's what the one other thing I really like about Greenlight is oftentimes it's actually cheaper, except for the shipping. It's cheaper to go through a hobby dealer than it is to buy it at a retail store. In general, it is. Now, some hobby dealers won't sell individual cars. They will just sell you cases, so there is that factor. But it's kind of cool. They seem to really cater to the hobby dealer community more so than they do to stores. And I gotta think the reason why they're not in U.S. Walmarts is probably because Walmart, needs to make the most margin as possible and probably would not give them. They'd probably make barely any money putting them in Walmart. That's my theory. I could completely be wrong, but that's my theory. Anyway, cool car, and I really like this casting, the GTO. It's a casting I collect. This will get any version of it I can get my hands on. All right, next up is this thing. Now, this technically isn't in the Hollywood series. This is in the Garbage Pail Kids series, Series 1, which is just goofy that they decided to do this. This is just an example, though, of just the cool things that Greenlight will do. And again, it's nostalgic. They know the people that are buying Diecast right now that buy the most of it are probably in the near my age range. Probably would be the demographic of who watches this channel. If I look at my analytics for YouTube and I see that this age group is buying my channel, I think they're really trying to pander to that age group. And I think it works. So I remember Garbage Pail Kids. And I was kind of stoked to see this series come out, actually. It's a little childhood nostalgia. I remember I scored like a huge box full of Garbage Pail Kids cards at like a rummage sale when I was a kid. I thought it was just awesome. It's crazy stuff they had on those cards, just crazy. So this is Pile Up Kyle. This is actually a sticker, I believe. Yep, you can peel it. Greenlight collectible sticker. Actually, probably will keep this. But it's pretty cool. The car is cool too. It's an 83 Chevy Monte Carlo. This is another casting I collect. Anytime that they put out this tooling, I will pick it up. So this one's got painted details front and back, no lens detail. And if we can get that hood open, it does have an opening hood. There we go. There's your opening hood feature. Detail in there. Yeah, it's wacky, whatever. I think it's cool. I only picked up 2 cars from the series. I picked up this and the Volkswagen Beetle. And that was it, but there's some other cool ones in the series that I could have picked up too. I mean, they're wacky for Greenlight. They're not realistic livery, all that stuff. It's just kind of something fun from them. And they do some fun stuff. And that's why I really like that company as far as producing diecast. All right, so next is this. This is the 55 Chevy 210 Townsman from Vanishing Point. This is a really bad-looking car. It is really cool. So, totally crazy, the back of this card. You could pause that and read that if you want. But anyway, so this came out. This is another 17 plus card, so this car is rated R, or NC 17. So, Series 24, Hollywood. I got this thing because it's just so cool. Just an awesome looking version of this car. I love the black rims. Now this tooling has got extra pieces for bumpers, has painted detail up front, an extra piece for the grille. Got Just Married on the back. It's so painted detail for headlights and taillights. It does not have an opening hood. And to be honest, I'm fine with a no opening hood. That's totally cool. Does this have any moving part to it? Oh, I think it does actually. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Does this flip down, flip up? I think this window right here flips up. How can we explore that? I don't want to wreck this thing, but yeah, there it is. So it does have a moving part. That's it right there. I don't know, fairly unnecessary, but I guess it's kind of cool. I just really like this this version of this casting. I think it looks really awesome. Pretty darn cool. That's one of my faves of the episode. All right, so we're going to follow that up with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. This one's PG-13. I remember seeing previews for this movie when it came out, the original one, and thinking it was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. I'm like, this is going to be such a stupid movie when I saw previews from it. And then I remember actually watching it and thinking it was freaking hilarious. So it was one of those, I don't know, surprise movies for me. I didn't think I was going to like it, and then I ended up really, really enjoying the movie. And here it is. So this is the 1972 Chevy Monte Carlo. This is a new tooling. I think this was the debut of this tooling, was in this Hollywood series. The window's busted out. There's no window back there. It's cracked there. Pretty cool car. Definitely a cool version of this. So tooling number 167. Number on the base is 6373. This one does appear to sport an opening hood. Yes, it does. Pretty cool. And just pretty neat. So that's pretty awesome. I like it. I want to get a stock version of this car now. I still need to get a stock version of this tooling, but I couldn't pass up getting this Ace Ventura model. So, pretty cool. That's awesome. All right, and next up we got two more to go. Let's take a look at this one first. 1977 Pontiac LeMans. This is from Hollywood Series 25, from the A-Team. Look at that. Don't you love it when a plan goes together? Let's see, let's open this one up. So the only reason why I bought this particular one is because it's a stock livery. So far, this car, I believe, except for this model, has only come out as a police vehicle. I think this is the only one that's come out so far that has been a more stock looking livery, and it's a good looking car. It's just cool. I love it. It's in silver. It's a great color for cars, and it just looks really good. So this one's got a plastic bumper. It does have inserts for the grille, which include a lensed headlight. This is a very nicely done tooling. I just think it looks great. So this one is number 1844. GL123 is the tooling number. I don't know. Wheels look good. Everything looks good. The hood opens on this one. I believe. I can get into it. There we go. Just black under there. That's all right. What a cool looking car. The other interesting thing about Greenlight is a lot of the cars have individual window pieces. And I think this one does. Yeah, I think these side windows right here are individual pieces. And you can usually tell that if you zoom in real good here. Because of that, right there and that right there. That little melty spot in the window is actually, I believe, what's holding it into the casting. Now, I've not taken one of these apart to technically prove that theory, but I believe that's what it is. So they have the option to not have those windows there. I think the front and the back are part of the same piece, it appears, but these side ones are held in that fashion, which is kind of interesting. I don't know of any other diecast company that necessarily does that, but this one does. Anyway, I really like that car. I think it looks great. Then this one was one I was super excited for it to come out. This is the X-Files 1981 Chevy K5 Blazer. Was really excited to see this thing come out. This is Hollywood Series 25, so a lot of these cars have been from Hollywood Series 25 so far. And this is the last car we're going to take a look at, but this thing is just fantastic looking. Sheriff livery. X-Files was such a great show. I remember when it came out, like on Netflix, it was available or whatever. I marathoned it. This one does not have an opening hood. No opening hood on this casting. It's got a inserted piece for the grille and bumper. The headlights are still painted. Now I'm looking at this. Does it have an opening hood? No, it doesn't. I'm tugging on that pretty good. It is not opening. So it's got that. Top comes off there. So this is plastic piece right here. Full-size spare in the back. That's pretty awesome. I know they have different versions of this, I think, too. They have even a slightly lifted one, I think. I could be wrong. This one is 7821. The tooling number is 168 or 166. 166. That is definitely a welcome tooling to the Greenlight lineup. And like I said, I really like Greenlight. Greenlight, they come up with so many cool things. There's so many neat things to buy from Greenlight. They really, especially for my, age group, If you grew up as a kid, I think in the 80s, I think they really they are selling to you. And that's what makes them so cool. So, and they adapt. I mean, they know what they're doing. They know what's going to sell. So, I wish they were available in Walmarts here, although I buy pretty much every single piece of Greenlight ever on the secondhand market, either through people that have had them for a while and are getting rid of them, or I buy them directly. If they're new releases, I buy them from a hobby dealer. In particular, SC Diecast is who I go through. They're local to me and they're good people. If you check them out on Facebook, they usually have pre-orders for all the new releases of Greenlight that are coming out, at least most of them. And so check them out if you want to. And again, check out my sponsor, Mascar Displays, one of the few display cases that actually fits the majority of these Greenlight vehicles. And so check them out. Use my promo code Champion20 for 20% off of your order. If you are watching this video between now and between January and January 1st, 2020, you can enjoy 20% off your order. If not, if you don't catch it during that time, then you've also got my just Champion as the promo code, and you can get 10% off your order there. That information is down in the description of this video. And thank you guys very much for watching, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed these Greenlight collectible vehicles, and if you see anything you like, hopefully you're able to add it to your collection. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.